in the game.
Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Iowa's offense is on the field for the first time today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. The give from the gun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success, David.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can it continue? Against better competition and championship moments, that will decide whether he wins the Heisman.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Simon. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Owls! And once he found open space, the band might have...
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And he dropped it. Just didn't work the thing all the way in.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Back to throw, it's Simon. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Fires to the right. It's caught. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defenses just can't figure this guy out.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
I'm more physical than you. And the good punch on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd down coming up after the completion. He'll set up to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. Slips through the if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Owls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense changing the play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the grab. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They run the reverse. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
First down, Temple.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Simon. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Owls are rolling down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets open down the middle.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and often, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And everything is going right. I mean, off a deflection, you've already scored a bunch of points, you got the lead. Palmer, everything that they've dialed up so far, it seems like it's working just fine.
And you just feel for the defense on that play, too, because obviously they've been making mistakes, and they've given up a lot of big plays, and we've seen missed tackles. Finally, an opportunity maybe to get an interception, just some ray of hope or something to look back on positively in this game. And again, like you said, David, it just has not been their day today.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Lines up quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense.
Touchdown, Owls! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. On the run, it's Moulton. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The gift to the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming in the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking...
He'll take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. It's a draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Give to the back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Working the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about. A game happening inside the ACC today. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the eastern seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football. He has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game. That's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll try to pound their way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching.